Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing blessings coming to you with the new moon in Libra. So the new moon is starting on the 6th of October. There's wonderful energy coming with it, but be careful because this energy highlights relationships. So relationships are in the spotlight, causing us to feel exposed in relationships. And that's a good thing because it brings out the things from the shadow so that we can fix them. It makes us take a look at our needs. It helps us talk about things that we haven't talked about for a while that is important in the relationship. It helps us walk away from relationships that are not serving us or set proper boundaries. You'll also notice that this is happening alongside the Mercury retrograde also in Libra. So it's definitely causing uncomfortable relationships and situations, but it's done for our highest good, to improve things, to strengthen our relationships or move away from the ones that are not serving us. And my advice to you is to move away from creating or forming new business or personal relationships during that time, as much as you can, of course, if you can, until November. Okay, so now let's take a look at our piles. And to do this reading, I thought of doing it in two stones, as in partnerships, So we'll have 4 piles. I wouldn't advise you to pick from the first collection that we're going to have, unless you feel called to, please do so. And pick rather from the second stones that we're going to layer on top. All right. So let's see what stones are serving us this month in order to understand what blessings are coming with the new moon in Libra. Such a great time. Let's take a look. Just be careful with your relationships, that's all. And I'm sure it's going to flourish and turn into something marvelous. So for pile number 1, we have hematite. For pile number 2, we have moonstone. 3, blue argonite. And 4, blue obsidian. Now the ones you're going to be picking from are rainbow obsidian, Bixbite, blue spinel, and Cinnabar. All right, let me organize this and come back. All right, I believe now that everything is clear for you to see. So take a look at which one of these 4 stones you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, if you feel drawn to all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the rainbow obsidian along with the hematite. And what a powerful combination here. I mean, they both, to an extent, have the same strong message, which is a total confirmation to what we're talking about in terms of your blessings, the blessings coming your way. But to do this reading, I'm going to have a complete reading, so that we totally understand what the messages of the cards are, what your spirit guides are trying to tell you in terms of the blessings coming your way. Pile number 1. Okay, so let's pick out another oracle card to give us a stronger idea about the blessings coming your way. Pile number 1. Oh, this one is definitely it. Unbelievable, the dead end. So it's really cool because your cards are not only speaking the same language, but they're offering the same colors. And there's definitely so much to say about that. I think you'll be very pleased with your message this month, pile number 1. All right, now it's time for us to pull your tarot cards and get a complete reading of what your blessings are for the month of October with the new moon in Libra. What blessings, wow, you're ready, are coming on their way for pile number 1, please. Okay. Right. So that's shuffled. Let's take a look at the cards that fell specially for you. So you have the Lovers, definitely in sync with what we're looking at. You have the 3 of Cups. Great month for you. Pile number 1. I'm loving your pile. You have the 6 of Cups. Gosh, so good. Definitely a good month for relationships and reconciliations. As we've discussed with the energy of the new moon in Libra, definitely affecting you in a good way, actually. You have the Chariot. You have the Devil. And last but not least, pile number 1, you have the 6 of Wands coming up with a wedding here. Ooh la la. We'll see what this is about, of course, in the context of your reading. I mean, your reading is super clear here. Definitely has a lot to do with relationships and the relationship with yourself first. So let's start with you first, pile number 1. You have your stones here. They're both black, ones that have deep meaning. The rainbow obsidian here, as you can see, is actually has a dark exterior, showing that within the darkness there is always light. The rainbow obsidian's dark exterior, when it's exposed to light, as you can see, colorful bands highlight the stone, showing us that there is always hope within the darkness, that when there are unhealed matters, when they resurface, they give us the opportunity to fix what's underneath. It takes us on a journey of evolution, opening up our hearts, discovering our true inner strength, and moving into the journey of life, finding our life journey, is that what it's called? Life purpose, finding our life purpose, and being flooded with light, love, and forgiveness. And this is what your whole reading here is going to, I'm just gonna dissect it and then give you the strong message, just to show you that your reading is no coincidence whatsoever. Now, taking a look at the hematite, it's a grounding stone, and it has this strong magnetic pull, which has the ability to absorb negative emotions. That's why it's one of my very favorite crystals. And it's an authoritarian stone with an authoritarian force, very strong. It empowers us, and it also helps us release self-imposed limitations. One of the important things also about the hematite, which ties in beautifully with this reading, is that it activates our root chakra, balances the 7 chakras by pulling out toxicity from our aura. In fact, the hematite, it's derived from its Latin name blood, as you may know, and so it cleanses the blood and improves circulation. It's just wonderful. As you can see here, there is the theme of cleansing out everything and starting anew. It really surprised me how you got the dead end archetype here, because again, this talks about the final chapter, things ending, all the bad things ending for you. You know, from a mythic perspective, the end that you face is very much a beginning if you open up your mind. If you're honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's new beginning. In fact, pile number 1. When you take a look, when you're watching a movie and you're taking a look at the protagonist, you realize that you observe that when they reach the dead end, something riveting happens, right? And this is exactly what's happening in your reading here. I see, honestly, a new chapter, a new beginning for you. I see you accepting the old, relieving it, and starting anew. I see renewed energy completely for you, and so the blessings happening for you this month, pile number 1. You see the contrast here between the devil and the 6 of Wands, a complete shift in energy, where things are going to start clearing out very fast. You'll start accepting what happened. You'll start adapting and adjusting, and because of that, the moment you accept the ending, a feeling of grace will arise. Doors begin to open, both inside you and in the outside world, pile number 1. So this is a beautiful new moon for you. Your biggest blessing, pile number 1, is that, as you can see with the Chariot in conjunction with the Devil and the 6 of Wands, energy is moving very quickly for you from a state of you feeling like you're stuck, a feeling like everything's been going wrong for you, to simply moving into a new stage. Is this energy that's saying, no more, child, you have reached the last page of this chapter. And if you don't resist, if you open up your mind and start moving with this energy that's opening up for you, pile number 1, because it's natural to resist and struggle hard when things change for us. And the time we start accepting, like we talked about, stop holding on and move in the right direction, find solutions, things become very victorious for us. Now, this is a month, pile number 1, where you are going to be super blessed with relationships. Might I say, my goodness. I see that this is a month where you're going to start reconciliating with perhaps old friends, mending past relationships that you've been putting on hold, giving a block to, because now that you are healing and grounding yourself, energy is reviving. I think you're now more open to look and open up your past to the relationships that didn't really harm you, but because you were healing, you didn't have time for. So I see you opening up your contact list, accepting the people who come in that didn't really harm you, and enjoying relationships, reopening up the page with relationships, celebrating old friends, and meeting up with new friends, actually. Maybe you are going to be not maybe. You are, in this new month, pile number 1, going to be meeting up with a lot of people. And because you're opening up so quickly, because you're healing and accepting, you're feeling the relief, you're really feeling the change this month, pile number 1, I see a surprise for a lot of you, actually. A lot of you've kind of felt like you were alone, and that maybe nothing would happen when it comes to relationships in specific. I think, pile number 1, I really see in your energy here, you meeting with a special person if you're single, pile number 1. If you're not, you're definitely amending your relationship and healing it. Succeeding with your talks about where your boundaries are and who did what and how to fix it together. But if you're single, like I said, pile number 1, I see you meeting someone very special that you are going to like, despite the fact that you thought you weren't going to be meeting someone soon. How else when you've been spending time alone, right? And since you're opening up the door here, you are going to be the one who's kind of gambling in terms of from blocking yourself out from the world. I see you moving towards finding connections with other people this month, and through that, all of a sudden, I see a special person popping up, choosing you, and you may not get in with them into a relationship this month, but you're definitely going to be intrigued with this person. You're going to see that they're intrigued with you, and it seems like this is going to be ending up with the person you'll spend your life with, pile number one. Very much the energy that I'm seeing here for you, pile number one. Such great news. Loving your reading, loving this new chapter, loving this grounding and this cleansing of energy that's happening for you. So proud of you as well, because it seems like you're going to be respecting. There's reverence for change here, pile number one, for sure. So with this dead end here, your rainbow obsidian and the hematite, pile number one, I see you have been through it all. I'm so sorry, pile number one. I'm so sorry. I see the devil here. I see huge disappointments in relationships. I see things changing abruptly for you, and I see a time. I see it was super strong. That it was a time you've spent a long time not accepting really what was happening. It was very tough. You struggled a lot, but this is life's way of putting a force on us to stop us from moving forward as planned. Even though it might have been wonderful, it's not really aligned one way or the other with our life purpose and our learning. And it's natural to resist to resist change and to feel struggle when things become very hard for us or change abruptly like that. And during that time, we struggle hard to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was, the pain of what was. And in this way, pile number one, we fight with life itself. And we stop inertia, we feel stuck, we feel the tension, and we grip into the old, not allowing for the new to happen. With this energy here, pile number one, I see that you've had it all. I think it's time for you now to heal, to accept, to close this chapter and feel that grace. As we talked about, arising now that you've accepted everything, seeing a true change within you and outside of you, and specifically with relationships, pile number one. With the hematite in your reading, actually, pile number one of your biggest blessings is that this month you will start noticing the strength that has been built within you. You know, the hematite, like we just said, it has an authoritarian force. It releases this authoritarian force. So I see you moving away from self-limiting beliefs about connections and seeing yourself in a new light with authority. I think this month, pile number one, you'll be so proud of yourself, of what type of strength you built, how you interact differently with people now, how they feel your authoritarian force. They see your confidence now. They see how grounded you are and calm. And now that you know how to build better and healthier relationships that have this balance between the loving nature of who you are, accepting other people as they are, but just keeping out the ones that don't serve you, putting strong boundaries to the things that you don't like. Now you have stronger power to talk about it. I see you forming much healthier relationships. I see your confidence shine. I see people acknowledging you more, loving your energy, and wanting to connect with you. Pile number one, you're no longer stuck. In fact, now I see you being victorious in life. See, I saw the Ankh as I said that. It really gave me this energy of awe when I was saying that. Things are going to change completely for you, pile number one. You're going to start feeling victorious in life. In fact, a lot of you are starting to feel this change. And you're going to start feeling like life is giving you its brighter side. You'll be forming better relationships with people, and that's going to help you in so many ways. Because you have the Chariot here, it'll help you move from so many things that you perhaps in the past thought you were stuck in. Maybe you couldn't form better connections to network, to meet with investors and talk about your projects, to meet with employers to get yourself hired, to form beautiful connections. You'll see, since relationships are really showing strong here, it seems like this one bottleneck was stopping you from doing so many things. And you had to take your time to heal, to learn to accept, to embrace. And it's like the protagonist that we talked about in the beginning of your reading. You'll see things completely change. Now you're revived with a lot of good ideas. You see the skills within you. You see hope again with the rainbow obsidian. You'll see life in color again. And because you realize that you're able to connect with people in a much better light, them seeing you in a much better light, even better than before, you'll realize that your life is starting to move and it wasn't as stuck as you actually thought it was. Pile number one. So pile number one, all the best of luck. Seems like a beautiful month for you. I'm so happy for you. May you be bold, may you be blessed, and may you cherish new and old wonderful relationships. Pile number one, and them cherishing you. So that was your reading, pile number one. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number one. What an interesting combination. You've chosen the Moonstone alongst the Bixbite crystal. And again, I'm not surprised. We're seeing a lot of relationship, a relationship aspect here. And I'm not surprised because it is the new moon in Libra. It's all working together with the same energy. And I see here for you, before we get into detail about the two together, definitely action and movement in terms of relationships happening for you with the new moon in Libra, pile number two. But this is going to be a coherent reading, and we are going to have a close look at what your card... Whoa, so I guess your card popped up. The Unseen. How interesting. So we're going to see what your cards say together, and from that we'll extract exactly what your blessings are with the new moon in Libra, pile number two. But overall, I see a beautiful month for you in terms of relationships, and perhaps even love relationships in specific. But we'll see. So let's bring out your tarot cards, pile number two, and ask, what blessings... Whoa, your cards are really popping. Pile number two. What's up? You have the Eight of Swords. Your message is ready. Oh my God. You need to see this. Do you see how the Eight of Swords is all about being stuck, not seeing things? And then you have here the card, the archetype of the unseen. We'll talk about that in a second, but they do both come in conjunction with each other. Interesting reading, pile number two, for sure. So what blessings are coming for pile number two, please? For with the new... What's up? With the new moon in Libra. This is shuffled. We're going to start taking from it. You have the Knight of Wands. Definitely movement, strong movement, like we saw with your Bixbite crystal here. You have Eight of Wands. Gosh, velocity, movement. After being stuck. You have Justice. Okay, this is clearing up here. By the second, you have Six of Wands again. You might want to check pile number one, pile number two. Let's make space for your cards. You have Temperance. Okay, loving your reading already as well, pile number 2, so much. May you be blessed. Oh my God, pile number 2. Do I have surprises to tell you? So first of all, now your reading is completely in alignment with the month of October. As you may know, there's heightened spirituality in October. It's a beautiful month. You may know that it's the Witches month. And that's not coming any short for you, pile number 2. You have the Moonstone here, which talks about heightened intuition, you know, boosting clairvoyance, having spiritual clairvoyant gifts and metaphysical powers. Yeah, let's talk about the balancing of the masculine feminine energy in a second, but this type of energy teaches us the art of receptivity, of serendipity. And for you, pile number 2, you are being absolutely and greatly assisted by your spirit guides, your ancestors this month, because the unseen archetype is all about spirit, ancestors, like we talked about. Again, clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. So usually when this card appears, it means that your guides are near, that the door between worlds is ajar. So you're definitely in this month, you'll experience high clairvoyance. You'll start having supernatural metaphysical powers, heightened spirituality that will help things, energy, move very quickly towards you, pile number 2. If you've been feeling stuck, that's not going to be happening this month at all. In fact, the Bixbite crystal is all about movement, action, pursuing new things. It encourages you, of course, to move towards these things. Make no mistake. So I see your guides setting your eyes on new opportunities, helping things move very quickly for you, your intuition increasing, your ability to manifest and attract things this month is at an all-time high, pile number 2. And you see the dichotomy or the contrast in your energy here from being stuck, not being able to see, feeling like you're left alone, to definitely feeling like the universe and all the unseen being there by you. It's a true gift, pile number 2, being graced by the unseen. So treat it kindly, gracefully. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow them to be seen. Because the energy of the unseen may come in many forms. You may have compelling dreams. You may have a sudden insight. You'll be experiencing a lot of these synchronicities, sometimes even a clear voice. Believe me. Don't be afraid of that. Just know that your guides are there, protecting you, listening to you, helping you. It might come in the form of a vision, a message from a loved one who passed away to the other side, pile number 2. Anyways, like we said, the doorway between the worlds is ajar. So listen to these sounds, pile number 2. It's definitely a blessed month for you in terms of spirituality, energy moving and clearing out, success, as you can see with the 6 of Wands. Specifically, you being able to balance masculine and feminine energy together. Again, helping us learn more about the art of receptivity, serendipity. So definitely a month full of gifts infused with unconditional love for yourself and for the people around you. You'll feel that energy. You'll feel like there's progress that's recharging your life, a pile number 2, and encouraging you to change, to move, to progress, pile number 2. Karma is clearing out with justice here. So if you've been feeling that you've been getting unfair treatment from the people around you or some people around you, you'll find that karma will be clearing out this month. You'll be seeing a lot of things that you thought were unjust. You'll see that how a lot of people were getting things their way, and it didn't look like it was going to change. You'll see justice this month, pile number 2, and that's again one of your biggest blessings. You'll see at least one of the unfairness that's been happening to you from a very unjust person who seemed unseen, who seemed like no one could figure them out. All of a sudden, people will open their eyes, see what they're up to. And I think here, definitely pile number 2, you'll find victory with that. Justice will happen for you in a blink of an eye, just like that, with a certain person, pile number 2. So yes, for a lot of you, you've been stuck in a situation with someone who's been unfair because no one could see the unfairness that they were doing. Your spirit guides will be greatly assisting you. Shed light on the things that they're doing. They'll guide you with your heightened clairvoyance this month, making you see so many things that could help you bring justice to yourself. And light will be shed on the things that have been otherwise hidden. They will come to light. People will start seeing the injustice. Do you see? There's someone who's dressed almost like a policeman here, coming out to bring justice. So the things that they've been treating you with, the injustices that they've been doing to you, will come out to haunt them this month. Pile number 2, they will be caught, is what I'm trying to see. Movement is happening all over your reading, where they'll be caught. Justice will happen. You'll feel victorious. You'll feel like life's changing cycles, just like the moon with you. And it's definitely going to be a big relief for you. This type of energy has been happening, actually, pile number 2, with all the people that have been seeing injustice for a long time, experiencing, and suddenly the world's putting this light on it. And a lot of people who felt injustice for a long time are now experiencing justice. Like, this is reminding me of the Britney Spears case, if you've been following. And I'm not going to get into details with that, but it's like her situation was unseen for a very long time. She felt injustice. She felt like she was stuck. And all of a sudden, this type of energy happened. Justice is happening. People are seeing what's going on. People are being caught, whoever's done wrong. So there's victory. So there's a lot of this energy around at this stage, pile number 2, and you're definitely going to be experiencing that type of victory in your life. So if you've chosen pile number 2, I'm so happy for you. Justice is happening. The energy is clearing out. Action is being taken. And a lot of people may be getting caught for the injustices that they've caused to others. Also, if you've been feeling stuck for a while, not knowing which direction to go, how to move along with relationships, how to move along with your job, or any in general stuck situation, I see balance happening out with your masculine and feminine energy, where you'll start to be seeing opportunities. And along with your masculine energy, you're out there to get it, to make it happen for you. And thus, movement, creating energy of movement towards you, and signing contracts, perhaps being employed again, or starting that new job that you want. I see movement all over your reading, pile number 2. And if you want help with that, I will always say it. I will never shame away or I will never stop saying it. I have a productivity book that's been helping so many people. I've been getting amazing feedback. And if you want as well to embark on a new journey and start being active, making use of this energy, email me. I've written a productivity book from the heart. It has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person, all while enjoying it. It's small. You won't procrastinate on reading it. If you're interested, please send me on my email. You'll find it in the description box. I'll send you the details, the prices, and I'll send it straight to your email. Okay, so like we said, there is a lot of movement specifically as well in terms of work and a lot of success with relationships. So even though the moon in Libra, you know, it brings out a lot of the things that we need to heal in order to improve our relationships, I see that you've already been into this energy pile number 2. You've seen a lot of the things that you need to change about yourself. You've seen what type of boundaries you need to create. And I see you in this month reaping the benefits of this and having healthier, beautiful relationships. Pile number 2. Gosh, I love your reading. What a beautiful month for you. What a special month. Specifically, pile number 2, if you want to be connecting with your spirit guides, your past loved ones, it's certainly a month that you will feel a lot of magic in. You might talk to your dear loved ones, your parents, your grandparents, a lover who's passed away. You'll form special moments, pile number 2, with these people, with your guides and your ancestors who are there, eternally there, to help you manifest things, to help you move forward. You will feel blessed, loved, and totally supported in this month, pile number 2. I am so honored to have done this reading for you. It seems like a very special pile. Thank you for trusting me to do this reading for you. Definitely a beautiful, blessed month for you, pile number 2. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Stay blessed, my dear pile number 2. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Now your reading is really intriguing me, because you have the blue spinel here, which is all about revival energy. In fact, it's like revive to keep alive, you know. And then you have the blue argonite, and it's all about communication, which, of course, I'm not surprised that this stone came in, because, you know, it's the moon in Libra. It's all about partnerships and communication between the people around us. But blue argonite is all about communication, compassionate and empathetic communications between ourselves and our loved ones. But it's also a communication with the spirit realm. So if you've chosen pile 2 and pile 3, that part of your reading is definitely a confirmation for you. So I'm seeing a great combination here, but this is a coherent reading, so I'm going to wait and see what your other oracle cards say, what your tarot cards say, to get a good idea about what your blessings are with the new moon in Libra, pile number 3. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very interesting reading. I'm loving the energies. Okay. And the messages that are coming through already. So you have the cave archetype. Interesting. Do you see how it has 2 eyes here? Right? So maybe this is why we have communication. We also have the backbone here with the blue spinel. Right. Let's wait till the end. Let's wait, actually. All right. So what blessings? It seems like something's going to come out for you. And as I said that, this fell. So there's definitely something coming out as a surprise for you, pile number 3. So you have the 10 of Swords. Ooh, interesting. So the blue spinel is about, it's a Latin word derived from spine, gives you a strong backbone, a sense of self, a reason to stand tall despite challenges, the challenges that you may face. And then you have the Ten of Swords in this deck, specifically hitting on the backbone. 10 is the end of a cycle. So for you, pile number 3, the first blessing coming for you is that if you've been feeling stagnant, this is an end of a cycle for you. I do see tapping here, healing with tapping, EFT. That's coming along strong as well. Whoa, I'm seeing so many things. That's why it's best to wait to have a coherent message. But I had to tell you that something will come out of the blue for you, pile number 3. You've been feeling like you're going to get help. Perhaps that's the communication with the spirit realm. And you'll feel like you're able to stand up again, strong, with a strong sense of self. Pile number 3. So happy for you, pile number 3. All right. Let's see what blessings are coming with the new moon in Libra for pile number 3, please. You have the Two of Swords. Now your reading is tying in beautifully. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, and you have the Ten of Wands. Now the two tens here are definitely speaking of an end of a cycle. When you have two tens, this is a confirmation that you have been through a lot. You've been in your cave, and we're going to talk about the cave here. It's amazing that it came out in conjunction with the blue spinel and the blue argonite. Your message is very clear here, pile number 3. So this is a very good month for you, pile number 3, in terms of your healing. You'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet again. Very empowering month. If you've been confused, you do not understand what's been going on, and you've been having some internal struggles, now it's a month where things are going to be clearing out, revived, so you can stay alive, like we said. But here I see great internal communication, pile number 3, especially with the blue argonite and the cave. Whoops. So with the blue argonite, I see you having empathetic and compassionate communication with yourself. I see you having the courage to speak to yourself about certain things that you previously did not want to face, did not want to think about. Because once you have the courage to do that, pile number 3, to clear out things, you'll be able to understand so much that will help you come out of the cave, clear out the confusion, and start getting a lot of benefits in your life. Now let's take it a little by little. First, with the cave archetype, what is going on here? In esoteric teachings, the cave is known to reside in the heart center, pile number 3. So it's a place of potent power. By the way, the cave in general is a place of potent power. And not a lot of people have the courage to get into this dark side of themselves. But those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. Think of an old sage in a cave. Apologies, pile number 3. So I see you healing and coming into strong conclusions this month, pile number 3, that will help you stand on your own 2 feet. I see you reconciliating with yourself, forgiving yourself for everything that happened, for everything that you did not know how to do, forgiving yourself for the past and for the stagnant energy, for what you should have done but you haven't, for the lost time, you name it. I see all this withdrawal energy, this isolation, this hiding, finished, pile number 3, and I see you coming out being courageous with the Page of Wands. This youthful energy, you going after what you want, you speaking to yourself courageously, finding out what's wrong, healing, and finding the stronger part of yourself. Like we said in esoteric teachings, really, it's the place of potent power. Not everyone is lucky and wise enough to get into that, but you do that, pile number 3. This month, I see the new moon in Libra really assisting you to put things into perspective, to speak to yourself kindly. And that will be the key here, to be able to go into a dark place like that. And kindly finding out, why haven't things been working out? Why aren't you happy with certain things? And how can you kindly and softly speak to yourself and heal this area, pile number 3. I see you speaking to yourself like a kind mother, a kind best friend who really is looking out for you. Not there to shame you, but there to kindly, little by little, unravel the things that aren't working and finding it softly, just like a mother speaking to her child. How about we do this instead of that? This way, things will clear out. How about we forgive ourselves for what we've done and start a new page with ourselves and do things in a better way? I see you softly entering that powerful place of yourself that not everyone is fortunate enough to get into, coming out, finding sacred energy within, your sacred center. And with this amount of power, you'll build a backbone in your life where you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet, feeling strong, empowered. You'll see a fresh perspective, and this is where the revival energy, the persistence will come from. In fact, the blue spinel, pile number 3, is all about easing stress and anxiety. And only when you get into the dark place that you sometimes are afraid to get in, speak with yourself softly, finding out what's wrong, finding solutions, you'll be able to stand up strong, feeling confident, and befriending yourself. You'll be able to instill a renewed sense of resolution where you can make it to a goal that you haven't worked on before, pile number 3. You'll be persistent about achieving it, pile number 3. And this is why you have a strong indication of an end of a cycle, clearing out of confusion, because you're going deep and you're really healing from the inside out. And only the courageous who actually get in speak with communication, because this is a stone, the blue argonite. It activates the root chakra, the third eye chakra. Sorry, did I say root? Apologies. I mean the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the heart chakra, allowing you to communicate from a whole and centered place. And that is what your reading is all about. Once you do that, pile number 3, you will find the light at the end of the tunnel. Will you find true self-understanding? There are whispers within the cave. There are whispers of compassion, of self-understanding that you can hear. Pile number 1. Sorry, apologies. Pile number 3. Yet because of the mysteries of the cave, we tend to sometimes be afraid to get into that, and we get busy in life, in the bright lights of the city. Pile number 3. So now is the time where you're going to be entering the cave, finding out exactly what's wrong. You'll have a strong vision with the third eye chakra activating. In fact, you have the eye here and the third eye chakra activating within the cave as well. You will see so much, pile number 3, that you had not previously seen by getting in touch with that. And because of the new understandings that you are going to come out with, the new wisdom that you're going to come out with, is almost like a portal of you getting into the dark and coming out the other side feeling blessed, feeling that you have sacred wisdom. You'll find the sacred wisdom within, coming out feeling strong, feeling ready to pursue the things that you want and achieving it, ending a very hard cycle. Pile number 3. Sometimes when things are dark, we shouldn't be running away from the dark. Sometimes we need to face the dark, get in, realize that we're strong, empowered, take the power from this darkness, come out strong into the light. Pile number 3. And this is exactly what you're going to be doing here, my beautiful pile number 3s. In fact, not only are you going to come out victorious, I see that this is going to really affect your finances. I see boldness coming out where you'll be pursuing, especially with the blue spinel here, persistence, pursuing something that your heart wanted for a very long time. Pile number 3. With this renewed power, I see you being adamant about pursuing your goals and achieving what it is that is important for you. And this is why you have the blue spinel. It's a month where you'll be able to stand on your two own feet, creating a backbone for your life. Pile number 3. So all the best of luck with that. Yes, a month of deep thought, deep thinking, coming out with strong conclusion, speaking to yourself kindly and healing and pursuing what you need to do. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3s. I wish you eternal blessings. I wish you strength, just like the backbone that you're going to create here. You're going to create a strong personality, one that is able to communicate what you want. So pile number 3, that was your reading. May you be blessed, may you be bold, and if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. So you've chosen the Cinnabar in conjunction with the blue Obsidian. And oh my God, talk about confirmation. Both stones are confirming the exact same message for you in terms of the new moon in Libra this month. The blessings coming to you, pile number 4, are manifestation powers. Both of them talk about you being able to manifest what you want. The Cinnabar is about wealth. Both of them talk about enhancing metaphysical abilities. I'm not surprised that this metaphysical abilities came in again several times in this reading, because October is the month of witches. It's heightened spirituality. Yes, so overall we're talking about great manifestation powers. We'll get into detail about both beautiful and very special stones here in a moment, but this is a very coherent reading. We're going to take a look at what your other oracle card says, what your tarot card says, and together we'll be able to understand the message that your spirit guides are sending. Wow, you have 2. Interesting. In terms of what blessings you're getting this month, pile number 4. And when we're talking about manifestation, you're the only pile that got 2 oracle cards. What do you have here? You have the forest and the stone. Interesting. Interesting reading. Ooh, okay. Let's bring out your tarot cards first. I have a lot to tell you. Pile number 4. I have a lot to tell you. Right, so what blessings are coming for pile number 4, please? Such an exciting pile. Now, I'm gonna have to say, I think this is gonna be my favorite pile. What manifestations, what blessings are happening for pile number 4, please? So, pile number 4, you have the Page of Swords. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the King of Swords. And the Hierophant. Interesting, interesting. Gosh, this is coming together beautifully. You have the Five of Wands. And last but not least, pile number 4, my beautiful pile, you have, ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. I love this month for you, pile number 4. I think you are really going to enjoy this specific month. Good luck with whatever you're embarking in. This seems like great manifestation happening for you here, pile number 4. Oh my God, pile number 4. Where do I begin, my dear pile number 4s? Such an exciting reading here. So let me dissect it little by little so you can see what your spirit guides are telling you. It's such an exciting month for you. I cannot even begin to tell you. So pile number 4. First and foremost, you have the Cinnabar here, which is a stone, a very strong stone of manifestation, powers, wealth, inspiration. In fact, it derives its name from the Iranian name Dragon's Blood, because it refers to all these small, beautiful red crystals all around the stone. And so this stone really enhances our metaphysical abilities, like we said. It calls in abundance. It manifests our heart's desire. So there's so much more that I'm going to tell you, but let me tie things in together for you. You have the blue obsidian here, which is a powerful divination stone. Now, the blue obsidian also enhances psychic abilities and uncovers our true talents for us. It also helps us clear the way mentally so that we can channel things intuitively in a very strong way. So it opens our aura as well to receive from the universe. Right? So let's start with that first and build on that. So it looks like it's a month where you are going to be manifesting big things. Let's take a look at what you're manifesting here, pile number 4. So you have the forest, and the forest archetype is a very strong archetype. It's all about adventure, and I don't think any of us didn't have at least one scary experience in the forest where we sometimes spend the night and we fear for our lives. We fear that there's no turning back, and we come out of it. Now, let me tell you my personal experience with the forest here to help you understand what type of energy you're coming into. And you'll be pretty surprised, pile number 4. So with the forest here, my personal experience was that there was once where I was skiing in Holmenkollen. Holmenkollen is a hill in Norway, and they have a traditional ski festival every year that they do every year. It's a wonderful festival. Everyone in Oslo goes to Holmenkollen, and depending on your level of proficiency, you either get beginners, intermediate, or professional. You get a map, and you follow the path of the beginners or the intermediate or the professional. You click, and once you come out, you get a lot of gifts. Most of them are sponsored. It's such a beautiful, exciting day. Pile number 4 for sure. Now, what I have done as a little girl, I think I was 12 or 13 maybe, and I was in the intermediate group, and I suddenly had this childish idea that I was a professional. Why did they put me in the intermediate group? I know I'm professional. You know, all these crazy ideas you get when you're a little kid. And I thought to myself, why shouldn't I take this downhill path? It looks really fun. Why am I taking this boring route? All the professionals are getting all the fun stuff. I know how to go downhill. So in a crazy spur of a moment, I decided that I was going to go downhill in this professional route. And I actually did. I went, and then without even a blink of a thought, I pushed my skis and I went downhill. Now, what I didn't realize as a little girl, an inexperienced little girl, is that this downhill was super steep. And as I went downhill, I noticed that both sides were empty. It's like this little path on top of a high mountain, and one little shift to the right or to the left, I fall off the mountain. That's what I didn't realize getting into this path. You know, with your skis, they're so slippery. If you, as little as you breathe, you know, if you take a little breath, just by breathing, your skis can tilt and you can go down. And all of a sudden, I found myself going downhill super fast. I cannot even begin to tell you how fast this was. I held my breath. I made sure I did not move, because one little movement was going to tilt my skis and I was going to fall off. The scariest experience I've ever had in my life. And at this moment in time, I was still questioning what the universe was. Was there a God or not? Was there something out there for us? I didn't know. And I had no choice but to believe that there was something out there. And I promised the universe or God, and I said, I promise, if you get me out of this alive, I promise you I will never break a rule in my life again. Miraculously, I don't know how it happened until today. I don't even like to think about it. I actually made it. I took my skis off and I hugged the ground. Thanked God, thanked the universe, thanked whatever was out there that kindly saved me. And I made a conscious choice to never break safety rules in my life again. And it really changed me. I read fine lines. In business, I make sure I do things properly. I research. Anyways, I take my precautions. It was such a big experience in my life, and it really truly changed me. And I see that kind of experience for you. That's why you have the Hierophant and the King of Swords here. But make no mistake, pile number 4, you're not going to be as crazy as I was when I was 4 years old, because you have the stone coming out. And now I understand why you have these two cards coming out together. Now the stone is the opposite energy here. It's used as an anchor to our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, in order to manifest our dreams here or take a risk, we always find our way back. It's grounding, you know? And it takes things slowly. So with this balanced energy here, pile number 4, I see that this is going to be a month where you're going to manifest something super strong. I see you being able, with the divination stone here, you have a crystal clear vision of what you want to manifest. You're going to be stepping into that, taking action, but this time, pile number 4, you're going to be taking calculated action that is well studied, because now you're going back and forth and not knowing whether you should embark on that risky road, taking big actions. Maybe you're going to invest in something. Maybe you're going to leave your job. Maybe you're going to be starting out something and you're going to put yourself out there. Whatever it is, I see that you are embarking on something big that will manifest something so big, because the Cinnabar, it helps us not just carry out our tasks and helps us achieve it, of course, but it helps us go after the things that feel larger than life. You know, it helps you reach beyond what you thought was possible. Big energies here. This is the aura of receiving, so you're finally going to be receiving something so big. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, you're going to be achieving independence, financial wealth, creating something very big in your life. There's this portal here in both your oracle cards. It's like you're going to get into another realm, into another portal that will take you into the other side and create great abundance. You know what this is reminding me of? You know how when you travel and you travel at the speed of light, time slows down, and if you travel outside into the, you know, like I said, and as fast as, why am I having problems communicating? Mercury retrograde. And when you travel as fast as light, you take your time to do things. You're not aging. But then when you come back, everyone has aged and you haven't. So it's almost like you're going to get into this portal. And even if you've wasted time before, you're in a very short span of time going to achieve so much blessing, so much abundance, that's going to be very hard for people and yourself to believe, pile number 4, that you've reached this amount of success. And this is why you have the Cinnabar and the blue obsidian. There is a great message for you, pile number 4, that you will be manifesting what your heart desires. You'll be taking a great risk move this month, but it's not going to be like me, what I've done as a little girl. Even though you'll come out safely, I see you taking calculated risk with the stone here, being grounded. With the Hierophant, I see you learning all about the things that are worrying you, weighing your options out, seeing where to put your money or where to put your time, and being extremely self-disciplined here with the King of Swords in conjunction with the Cinnabar stone, because the Cinnabar, it gives us stamina, like I said, to carry out what we want in life. The Page of Swords here is in line. It ties in beautifully with the idea of you being bold, going after your dreams, courageously communicating what you want to say, courageously starting what you want to start. So it's a new, beautiful beginning for you. Wow, wow, pile number 4, that will, in a very short span of time, create a lot of abundance, a lot of financial independence. I see you here in the future being able to afford everything that you want, pampering yourself, having life's riches, riches, pile number 4. Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm wishing you all the best of luck, pile number 4. Definitely one of my very favorite readings, not just in this reading, in general. Such a powerful pile, and I wish you all the best of luck. Here you're going to be taking a risk that is calculated, but one that you will never forget, just like my experience. One that will reap beautiful benefits to you. Pile number 4, all the best of luck. If you're pile number 4, please leave a coin or money down in the comment section before, so I can high five with you with your beautiful manifestation powers. All the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed this reading, pile number 4, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.